friends, let us all celebrate the World Habitat Day. Heard of it before? Okay. It is the first Monday every October every year that we celebrate as the World Habitat Day. And I'm going to tell you the story today on Ammu&You, where I am Ammu and I'm here with all relevant, interesting, lovely stories for you to hear from me. Now, the United Nations decided to celebrate the first Monday every October every year as the World Habitat Day. And what is the habitat? Do you know the meaning of habitat? Well, very simply, it is a place where a certain animal, plant, or a living being lives. Simple. And it is a place, obviously, that would provide food, shelter, and a safe place for reproducing the young. Only then that could be a habitat, right? Now, this Habitat Day, we remember and we get aware of the millions of various forms of living creatures on this planet Earth living together. And each one of them has their own habitat. Do you know what happens when any habitat is disturbed? Well, the living creature, plants living there, all get impacted very badly, meaning we cause harm to them by disturbing the habitat. And over years of this continued disturbance, the habitat starts shrinking in size. And then gradually it is no more safe for the inhabitants living there. Now, then for those inhabitants, they don't have a proper habitat to live in. And then their numbers start reducing and they are called endangered species. Slowly, those endangered species, with the progressing shrinking of the habitat, they become extinct, meaning they are no more on this earth. How sad is that, children? This World Habitat Day is to remind us all to work forward, ensuring that every human being gets a home to stay, and along with every human, all the living beings, creatures also get to stay in their natural habitat. With growing number of humans, we have to find proper places for these humans to live. But for making place for them to live, is it wise to encroach and snatch away others' habitats? No, we are all interdependent on each other, and disturbing any habitat reflects very, very badly on us, and it has many long-term consequences. Our progress should not lead to causing harm to mankind. Similarly, it should not cause any harm to any other living creature on this planet, because everyone has an equal right to live on this earth, right? Our living better is only when others live better too. And the others mean all human beings and all living creatures. Otherwise, we will lose many species from this earth. I want to tell you about 2 endangered species today. There are many, but I would just like to speak about two today to give you an example of how they became endangered and how they are being able to make them grow in their numbers, correcting the human mistakes that were committed. One of them is Amur leopard. This leopard lives in a small part in Eastern Asia. And you know what, children? Scientists say that only 60 of these Amur leopards live in their natural habitat. Imagine 60 only. It used to live in a big habitat because these are big animals. But then what happened? With the growing numbers of the humans, people started cutting trees for their use, and this deforestation led to shrinking of their habitat. They got to get less of food because with the trees being cut, there was shelter taken away from the small animals, which were the food for these leopards. And slowly, the whole ecosystem got disturbed. And what happened? These Amur leopards are now termed to be an endangered species. Scientists are working to stop this, stop from them getting extinct. And with many wise people and with many people like you and us are working towards saving our natural habitat. How? Stopping deforestation, stop cutting trees and plant more and more trees to increase the lost habitat. By doing that, some changes, positive changes have been seen. And with the growing forests, growing trees in those places, these leopards have started reproducing, though very slowly in numbers. But maybe with our awareness and our conscious working towards it, we can help them from not being extinct. The other example is the brown pelican. It's a huge bird. And you know, these are water birds. They eat fish. They catch fish. And they're found in America. And apart from deforestation, you know, children, the other huge causes the pollution that leads to the destroying of the natural habitat. Pollution, man-made pollution, smokes coming out from wherever, vehicles, the pollution of water, littering. And this is exactly what happened to these brown pelicans. People living around started using chemicals to reduce the mosquitoes. And these chemicals went into the water. And the water with these chemicals impacted the eggs of these pelicans. They refused to hatch. And even if they hatched, the chicks were very, very sick and weak. And the numbers of the pelicans started reducing significantly because the water was polluted with these chemicals. People took notice of this, the scientists came together, pleaded for help, and thankfully, the wise ones again stopped using these chemicals. And now the eggs are hatching into healthy chicks, more in number, and the rise in the number of pelicans are seen. This significant positive change shows us that with awareness and our mindfulness, we can really conserve our natural habitat. We have to sustain, even for human beings, mindlessly when we live in terms of progress and even greed, mindlessly cutting trees, constructions. We damage our hills, our mountains, we overburden them, and they cause the fall of cities, villages. The mountains can't hold them anymore. We are seeing it all around, along with the destruction of the natural habitats of so many big and small living creatures. Friends, you can do this. You can stop this because this is your planet Earth too. Can you visualize a world where there won't be anyone? No humans, no living creatures, no plants, no trees. My God, what a scary thing that would be. Stop it. You can stop it. I can stop it. Together we can stop it. How? Talk about it with friends, with people. Stop polluting the atmosphere, the water, our earth. Clean our surroundings. Love creatures. Plant trees. And do not harm our environment in any way. Simple. You'll do that? Promise? On this World Habitat Day, let us all conserve and protect the natural habitat of not only humans, but every living creature that is there on this planet Earth. Let me know how you liked it, and do you agree with me? Write in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon please, so that you get to know when Ammu's next story is uploaded. Thank you for listening to this story, and wish you a very happy World Habitat Day again. Let us have a beautiful habitat for all of us. And here's Ammu saying, Tata.